You are about to listen to the words of Fethullah Gulen, a distinguished Islamic scholar and thinker. In this podcast, you will hear his essay, Minor Shirk Riya, Affectation.
Sometimes one can be inclined to show off while praying. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "The thing that I am most afraid for my community is the minor shirk, associating partners with God." When the companions asked him what it was, the messenger of God said that it is Riya, affectation. If major shirk is to accept things other than God as deities to be worshipped, then what does minor shirk refer to? Minor shirk is when a person does things, including worship, only to show off, and when he or she puts his or her personal desires at the center of all things they do. Beyond merely observing salah, it is crucial to consider how a person performs it and the emotions they experience during the act. First of all, salah must be observed for the sake of God and as a thanksgiving for the blessings He has already given. God grants people limitless bounties at every stage of their life. God, in consideration of our spiritual needs and constitution, provides us with suitable environments and opportunities for prayer. He endows us with the ability for worship, opens our hearts to it, and grants us guidance. Moreover, to facilitate our fulfillment of servitude, He equips us with the capacity to meet its demands. Thus, if we genuinely desire, we are capable of observing the daily prayers, which is a major blessing. Sometimes a person intends to observe salah, but he or she may not be able to do it because, say, he or she is paralyzed, or another person may be unable to attend the Jumu'ah and Eid prayers because of being in prison. Therefore, while we have the opportunity, we should worship God at every step of this life, with our hearts filled with infinite gratitude. When believers stand before God in salah, they first express their thankfulness, for they are completely indebted to Him. If God were to reclaim all that belongs to Him from us, nothing will remain. Accordingly, we can only stand before Him with the blessings He has bestowed upon us. Obviously, the salah is purely a bestowal from God to us. We stand before Him to express our gratitude to Him with the things He bestowed upon us. While this is the case, it is impertinence to forget about Him and to observe worship not for Him, but for showing off to others. This is the actual meaning of Riya, affectation. For this reason, there are instances where a person's intentional avoidance of Riya can paradoxically resemble Riya itself, as it may come across as artificial behavior. Are we supposed to be extremely worried about Riya? If we grow aware that all things belong to God, then we need not worry about Riya anymore. Are we aware that we stand on the two legs given by Him? Are we aware that we worship God with the strength He provided? Are we aware that only God makes our heart beat? Some scholars considered it also Riya to abandon what one normally does with the concern of avoiding Riya. As for showing off to people, they see it as associating partners, shirk, with God. This is the point that separates ordinary people from special servants of God. This is a matter of comprehension. Let us be reminded once again that affectation is to display a merit that you do not really have. Hadith scholar al-Samarkandi tells of the situation of someone who shows off his deeds as follows. A man fills his purse with pebbles while going out to the market. Those who see him speak as, "Look, his purse is so full." However, the stones in the purse do him no good other than making people talk about it. If he wishes to buy anything with them, he cannot. The same holds true for someone who does deeds to let others see or hear. People say good things about it, but that person gains no reward at all in the afterlife. A man committing Riya is like someone who sells what he does not own, or like someone who stands on his tiptoes to reach the window reserved for him, which is far higher than his actual standing. As Nursey puts it, there is a window of social standing for every man through which he appears to others. If the window is higher than his actual stature, he will try to look taller with vainglory. But if the window is lower than his actual stature, he will try to appear lower with modesty. For the mature and perfected ones, modesty is the criterion of greatness. In defective ones, assumed greatness is the criterion of lowliness. Whoever commits Riya, God will show them in the next world to whom they actually worshipped. And whoever committed Summa, showing off by letting others hear, God will disclose it in the high heavenly assemblies. Nevertheless, a devout individual must possess the integrity to exhibit their attitude, behavior, or thoughts authentically, without any pretense. For example, a person who has a strong relationship with God and a deep attachment to the Prophet, having ingrained these qualities as inherent character traits, will and must walk their talk regarding the principles of belief they have accepted in their heart. They should behave accordingly at every moment of life, reflecting their faith through their actions. Such people will perform salah and all acts of worship with due regard to its conditions, pillars, duties, and preferred acts. Surely they will do so not with a consideration to let any person see or hear them, but exclusively to fulfill God's commands and attain His good pleasure.
You have just listened to the words of Fethullah Gulen, brought to life through an AI-generated voice. Known for his teachings on faith, interfaith dialogue, peace, and education, Meister Gulen also inspired the Hizmet movement, a global initiative that promotes democracy, human rights, equality, and nonviolence. To learn more about Fethullah Gulen and the Hizmet movement, visit fethullahgulen.com.